Now, back to the morning roast with Bonte and Shasky.
Looks for Thompson, beats Clay, takes Justin Holiday down low, shovel to the cutter, it's Lamb, nobody looking at him, he gets a left-handed layup.
How about Lamb? He's got 8 points already in about 5 minutes.
Jim Barnett, Tim Roy on the call right here on 95.7 The Game as the Warriors win their 5th straight, their longest winning streak of the season, and Anthony Lamb had a big part in it. 17 points, 7 to 12 from the floor, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Look, this guy scores a season high. He hits the weight room after the game. He walks to the gatehouse to join Mully and I and Festus Ezeli, of course, on NBC Sports Bay Area. And then he's waking up early to come on the morning roast for the first time, Shasky. Anthony Lamb, 2-way contract. What? Anthony, what's happening? Good morning, my man.
Hey, good morning. How are you doing, my guy?
We're good, man. We're good. You got the workout in after the game at the score of the season high 17, and right now everything just looks contagious with this Golden State Warriors team. At home, you guys are 17-2 in NBA best, but you're also playing well. I think it started that Memphis game. You felt real comfortable. You're taking the shots that are presented to you. Man, how's it feel right now to be on this role and contributing to this Warriors team, getting you guys back on track?
It's unbelievable, man. I think the way everybody's come together and learning how to play together as a team, even without Wiggs and Curry, is unbelievable. Like our chemistry is growing. Everything seems to be falling into place at the right time, and it helps being able to play at home for this long stretch.
You know, you do so many little things to help this team win, whether it's, you know, that strip you had on John Collins late in the game, or you fumbling on the ground, ripping that rebound and kicking it out to Draymond for the three. Where did that whole mentality come from? Because I'm looking here at your bio. I mean, it's an incredible journey to where you are now playing in the NBA. Where did that grit come from?
I think just being from upstate New York and being from Rochester, like that's how people are up here. Like they're tough, they're hard-nosed, blue-collar people. Same thing with going to college at Vermont. Like people work hard, they fight for what they get, and they appreciate each moment that they get. So I don't think I'm taking any moment for granted, and I'm just giving my all to help my team in whatever way I can.
Anthony Lamb here on the morning roast on 95.7 The Game after scoring a season high 17 points, 7 rebounds, and the way you guys have won these games. The third quarters have been atrocious the last 3 nights, but you guys find a way to rally in the fourth quarter. Last night they took a couple double overtimes. How much left did you have in the gas tank after the game was over?
I was running pretty low, but everybody was, as you should be in games like that. But I mean, we did what we had to do to grit it out, even though we gave up the lead, and that shows like all our growth from the season, from where we were at the start to now, is leaps and bounds different, and it's showing how we're continuing to get better and continuing to put the work in, and it's showing in our results.
You get drafted 6th overall in the G League kind of draft there, and you're bouncing around. You get an opportunity with the Rockets, and now you get this opportunity with the Golden State Warriors. I mean, has your mentality just been to make the best of this situation? Because it's kind of surreal the way that you're playing right now, and then you're playing on the literal defending NBA champs. I find it surreal. You must find it surreal.
Yeah, it's really been a crazy journey so far. Because like when I first got drafted in that G League and played in the G League bubble, like I didn't play at all. So there's a whole stretch of had to be 6 or 7 games where I played 5 minutes.
Wow.
Didn't really know what was going to happen. Didn't know. It wasn't for any particular reason I didn't play. I just never really got a shot yet. So I didn't know if the journey is going to be like that. But all I said was all I can do is just be ready for when it comes. And I performed well in the bubble, and then made the most of my opportunity. Was able to perform well in the G League with the Vipers last year, and I'm just making the most of each chance I get. And that's really in a person's spot that I am, where it's on a 2-way, not really a secure spot, but trying to fight your way up. You have to make the most of each moment and just take everything as it comes and always be ready to play.
I mean, so take me back to Christmas. I mean, you're plopped into the middle of this rivalry between the Warriors and the Memphis Grizzlies, and here you are on Christmas Day in front of the national, entire country, basically making plays. That had to be unbelievable, right?
Yeah, it was so fun. Playing on Christmas was awesome. Being able to have my mom, my brother there was awesome. Just being able to feel the energy in the gym, feel how much people wanted us to win that game, especially with the rivalry developing, and then being able to do it on the biggest stage is an opportunity that you pray for. So I'm so grateful that I was able to be a part of it and be a part of this team doing that.
Anthony Lamb here on the Morning Roast on 95.7 The Game on a two-way contract, playing some really good basketball for the Golden State Warriors right now as they've won 5 in a row to improve to 20-18. When they left Brooklyn, New York, they were 15-18. Can you discuss what the bus ride was like coming from Brooklyn when you guys were down 40 at the half? You gave up 91 points. It was a real stinker. Everybody admits it. What was that ride back to the airport like, and that flight back to the Bay Area? Did you feel like you guys were on the cusp of turning things around?
Yeah, it was. I mean, we really got our butts kicked in that game. I'm not gonna lie, but like being able to take the positives from the road trip, I still felt like we were trending in the right direction. Even with like Curry going down, I felt that we were making a stand, even though it didn't show in that game. I felt like we were making progress. And the road's been really tough on us, and having long road trips is a really hard thing to go through that I'm learning in the NBA. But being able to get back and regroup at Chase Center has been unbelievable, and the progress is showing now in our games, even without 2 of our best players. So being able to do that and see the progress actually come through has been gratifying.
What were the stories you heard about playing inside of Chase Center or just playing the Warriors on the road?
Draymond Green.
Yeah, well, Draymond. We'll get to Draymond in just a second because Draymond's playing some great basketball. Just the home crowd environment, whether it's Oracle, whether it's Chase Center. What did you hear about before you signed on to a 2-way deal with the Golden State Warriors about playing either against the Warriors at home or playing on the Warriors in front of your home fans?
Well, I've heard amazing things about Oracle, and I never really got to play there, which I'm like, that's one thing like I wish I was able to do. But like playing at Chase Center is like if Oracle is at that level or higher, like Chase Center is just ridiculous. I've never played in an arena that has been as loud, as enthusiastic, as consistent as the fans are in the Bay. And it's just ridiculous how much they show out and show up every game for us, and just are always in our corner and always have our back. Like anytime we have a tough stretch of a couple of possessions, you start to hear them cheer, and it just gets you going. And then you hear all the support from the fans. It's unbelievable. Like I've never really experienced anything to this level. Like I could say like Vermont, but like we only could fit like 3,000 people. So like just doing it on this stage with these fans is unmatched. No one can match that.
All right, I want to know a little bit about you. I think a lot of people in the Bay Area, they're watching. They're like, who is this guy? I want to know something about you. So I'm going to do a quick little rat-a-tat-tat here so we get to know you. Are you a PS5 guy or an Xbox guy?
PS5 guy, gotta be.
Okay, so upstate New York, are you more sushi or pizza?
Wow, that's a great question. I could do both. I mean, if it's pizza from back home, then I gotta go pizza. But sushi from out here, I gotta go sushi.
Do they have sushi at Rochester, New York?
Not the way it should be.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna sprinkle in a couple of game ones. Last second shot. Are you passing to Clay or Steph?
Oh my goodness, this is.
Oh
whoever's
man,
closer.
So not
coming
fair.
off a 54-point night, you're gonna do that to Anthony?
Come on.
Whoever's closer.
Yeah, there you go. I like that one. Who's harder on you, Steve Kerr or Draymond Green?
Draymond.
All right. What's the spot that you now go to in the Bay Area? That's your go-to. I'm starving. I just got back. Because like for me and B, it's probably burritos. You know, you could pick our burrito spot.
You look at the way I'm weighing, Anthony, man. It's a lot of burritos going down the system.
He's looking svelte. What's your go-to? What's your new spot down here in the Bay?
So I actually just got an apartment in like relatively close to my apartment spot called Moshi Moshi.
Ooh.
It's this little like Japanese spot, and it's really good. Like I'm like that's why I'm a big pizza fan, big like sushi fan, Japanese food, like Japanese curry, like one of my favorite meals. Like
Moshi looks good, man.
Oh,
I had to get some
really?
reservations
I didn't
tonight.
know that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Real cool.
4.5 stars right here on Google Reviews.
Yeah. Do you get more of a kick out of a great pass or a great rebound?
Ooh, if I can get a rebound over Loon, there's nothing that fires me up more.
Why over Loon? Why Loon?
Because like since I got here, like Loon out rebounded me like one day in practice. Like Loon, you're never doing that again. And then he consistently just continues to do it. Like even last night, like the game-winning rebound, he just got it right off of my back. And
That was so good.
like,
40 rebounds from Loon.
But I was also like, dang it.
All right, on your Spotify or whatever, I had Apple Music, but some people have Spotify. Who would be some of the top artists on your Spotify for last year?
Definitely J. Cole. J. Cole is definitely up there.
I like it.
I don't know if you guys know who Alessia Cara is, but I listen to her.
No.
Alessia Cara.
Is that R&B or is that rap?
I R&B, I guess. She's a little
Okay.
poppy. I don't know how to categorize
That's
her.
right in Bonte's wheelhouse.
Nah.
Who else I always do?
Oh, we're gonna pull that up, Spadoni. You gotta pull that up.
Yeah.
Pull that music up. I want to hear it.
What's the
I wanna
best?
hear it.
What's the best? Are you like? What's the best movie that you saw this year that you think? Oh, it could be on Netflix. It could be on HBO. It could be out at the theaters. What do you think was the best movie you saw this year,
The best movie I saw.
or TV show?
You go back in the wheelhouse.
Are you a Making the Murderer guy?
Yeah, what type of shows
Game
do
of
you watch? Are you
Thrones,
Game of
Star
Thrones?
Wars?
See, I like.
I'm a big anime guy.
Oh,
I
really?
love anime. So I know
Oh.
all the time. Like it's like most of the time if I'm not playing, I'm usually watching anime. So I've been doing that a lot.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z, the OG. That's the OG right there. But like I'm watching all types of stuff. Like one of my favorite shows is One Piece.
Oh, okay.
There's so many different shows that like I can name off like 10 shows.
Are you a Star Wars fan?
Love Star Wars. Star Wars.
Thank you, B.
boy.
Let's
Oh,
go.
boy. Oh, man.
Let's go.
Anthony, I
Mandalorian
think
was
we're
off
gonna
the
hang-
hook.
I think we're going to hang
Come
up
on,
the phone
Anthony,
on you
wasn't
right
it?
now, man. Star Wars night is coming up at Chase Center soon.
I gotta be
Yeah,
there.
it's coming
I should
up
be
soon.
ringing the bell.
So, Anthony, for Star Wars night, you got to come in dressed up as Yoda or something? I don't know. You got to do something.
I don't know if I have enough clout to dress up as Yoda.
Hey,
feel
the way
you.
you're playing, you got
That's like a
plenty.
Hall of Famer right there.
Thank you.
Hey, man, you're playing well. You got to do something for Star Wars night, Anthony. On
great
PS5,
guy.
what kind of games are you playing?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
playing 2K?
Madden.
You playing FIFA, Madden? What's your game of choice?
Well, I'm big. Like me and my brother play Rocket League.
What's that?
Play Rocket League. It's like you ever seen the car soccer game?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like it's really a dope game. Like
Nice.
you're basically like driving a car around and you can like fly the car in the air and like try to score goals. But me and my brother play that. All
Yeah,
the
it's
time.
very difficult. I thought you maybe you're a God of War kind of a guy because I'm stuck on Battlefront 2 and then God of War.
So I'm wondering, you're from Rochester, New York. You go to Vermont. I've never been up to Vermont. I hear people got to take like flights.
Vermont
with
cheddar.
Like 2
You've had
rows.
cheddar.
Yeah, no.
Syrup.
I know about the lobsters, I guess, are up there in that way. But what is one doing for Vermont for 4 years when you're playing for the Catamounts?
Yeah. You like what do you want to know about Vermont?
Yeah,
what do
I mean,
you
what
do?
is it like
Yeah, what do you
living
do
there?
for your off time?
Yeah. What was it like
fishing?
going to college in Vermont? Like Vermont.
It was it's an unbelievable place, man. Real small vibes. The falls are really nice. Like being able to see the whole mountainside with the trees turning colors is experience like nothing else. But being able to see that, being right on Lake Champlain, the school is on the top of a hill. There's a bunch of little homey restaurants where they have unbelievable food, maple syrup, of course, cheddar, of course, bunch of ski towns. But all of it is really, like, if you go at the right time and catch Vermont in the right light, like, I don't know that many places that can match it. And then just being able to be around the people and the way they treat you and show you love out there is unbelievable.
Before you get out of here, the last thing I want to ask you is, what's the thing that maybe you thought about the Warriors and their team and some of the guys on the team? It could be about Steph or the coach or whatever, or just the Bay Area in general, that you really had completely wrong, that you got here and you're like, wow, it's unlike what I thought it was.
I didn't know these guys had so much fun. Like you see it on the court, but like everybody has like their own personalities and everybody can be themselves, which is like been the most freeing thing for me. Like just being able to be myself and feel comfortable doing that from day one, made it feel like home. And I think that's been the most, like, there's not many other places where I'm a little dorky and a little weird, so like being able to be myself and everybody let you be yourself is something that I'm super appreciative of. So allowing me to do that from day one, even though they didn't know me, has been something I was super happy and super excited to be able to go into an organization like that where I can express myself and play the way I play and not have to change myself or adjust for anybody else, and just they value what I bring to the table. And I think that Coach Kerr and the front office does a great job of bringing people that they want in, and that shows how all the pieces just fit together and people can just be themselves and live in their own element, and everybody accepts you there.
Well said, Anthony. Well said. Last but not least, Klay Thompson took 39 shots last night. He scored 54. One, what it's like being on the floor with somebody who's that red hot from the three-point line or from anywhere on the floor. And two, have you ever attempted 39 shots in a game?
I don't even think I've gotten close to 39 shots. I think I took tons of shots in Vermont. like when I was like the guy. So I was like, to get to 39 is a big achievement.
And to see him score 54, have you ever played with somebody who was that hot from the floor? This guy's had 50 burgers before, but to see him score 54 in a game where you needed all 54 of those buckets, you ever play with somebody who got that hot in a basketball game?
I mean, that's the crazy part. Like, Steph and Clay make it look so easy that, like, to me, it doesn't even look like they get hot. Like, it just looks normal. And I think that's, like, I've sort of been spoiled with that, just be able to see those guys shoot the way that they do, because, like, they can just do it so consistently. It's like part of their makeup, and it makes you feel like, oh, like you got that guy behind you. As long as you can get them an open look, then they're going to be able to hit shots like that. So it feels pretty normal to just see him shoot and just to knock down shots just so consistently. So that's why anytime I can, I'm gonna find Clay or Steph, just whoever's closest.
Did Clay say to Jordan Poole at the end of the first overtime, "Dog, throw me the rock. I'm red hot here. Like, come on, jump stop, pass it to me."
That was the right play by Poole. Trae Young's guarding him. That was food for JP. Right, Lam?
No, yeah, I'm trusting both of those guys to take any shots that they think they can make.
I'm teasing. You're a good sport, man.
No,
honestly,
he's
Warrior fans have really grown to love you, and you're playing great basketball right now. And thanks for opening up a little. It's a lot of fun to get to know you.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys bringing me on. It's been a lot of fun talking to you guys.
Anytime you're now a roaster, Anthony.
Hell
Good
yeah.
luck Wednesday against the Pistons. Is this a little revenge tour in the homestand? You guys now 2 games over 500, 6 straight at Chase Center, 17-2 overall at home. Guys play some really good basketball right now. Anthony, keep up the good work, man. Season high 17 last night.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to keep going for sure.
Hell
Absolutely.
yeah.
Anthony Lamb here on the Morning Roast on
Great guy.
95.7 game. Not
Yeah,
bad.
that was really
Not
good.
bad. Score 17.